Howdy, folks. Today we're playing Karn, Legacy Reforged, the newest Karn from Martial Machine, the Aftermath Standard, where Karn lost his spark. It's a 5-mana star, where the star is equal to the greatest mana among artifacts you control. So if you only control Karn, it's a 5/5, but it's probably going to be greater than that. And at the beginning of your upkeep, add colorless for each artifact you control. Can't be spent to cast non-artifact spell until end of turns. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. So we have all artifacts in our deck to make the synergy work as well as we can with this Karn Legacy Reforged in Standard. And I'm not sure what good it's going to be, but I wanted to try out just literally all artifacts, see if the deck can hold its own in Standard. So that's what we have here. I have all the artifacts. I think a blue-based deck is probably the best way to go, since you have Surgical Spellbomb and Surge Engine as things that can take blue mana, and Surge Engine I think is probably where you have to be going with a deck of this style. And yeah, the other one than that, we have the Thran Spider, Mudstone, Weakstone, Cityscape Leveler, Portal to Phyrexia setup that we've seen in some decks before. Of course, you want to play Bankbuster. It's the best artifact in Standard. And then the Circuit Mender and the Filigree Silex are like the flex spots, I would say, in this deck. Definitely decided to go with Circuit Mender, so we had some chance against Mono Red. I still think we get absolutely blown out by Mono Red, but, you know, we can get a little bit of life. It kind of stands in the way. It's something against Mono Red. And then the Filigree Silex gives us ability to kill some problematic permanents as well earlier in the game, rather than just leaning on the portals and the Cityscape Levelers and the Mightstone and Weakstones later in the game. Yeah, interesting deck. I kind of like the build of it. The mana base, you get to do a whole bunch of non-colored mana sources. So I think the best ones of those are Blast Zone, which I could serve as some more removal in this deck, and then Mycosynth Gardens, which can copy any of your artifacts, which is pretty cool. I like that. But you know, can copy, could copy a Circuit Mender, Thran Spider, Portal, Leveler, whatever you're needing for that time. You can go ahead and copy it, and then the Mistress Foundry can help you attack Planeswalkers. It gives something. Lets you attack from your land and mana base. Is pretty nice against those Planeswalker decks, where obviously we don't have anything with haste unless you have the Unearth of the Cityscape Leveler, so it can be nice in that respect. And then the Mirrex can just generate creatures every turn if you're kind of flooding out. But yeah, that's the deck, and let's hope artifacts can get something done in Standard. Okay, we're going first, and we got a couple Thran Spiders. We'll see how this goes. Turn 3's Thran Spider on the play, probably solid enough. Bonus enchantments, though, that could get ugly fast. At least we have Thran Spider into Mightstone and Weakstone on turn 4. And then maybe Portal to Phyrexia right after that. Yeah, Portal. Our opponent's getting in here. Man, Surge Engine would have been great to play last turn. See if they have any ways to use this Power Stone. Okay, pumps up their Visitor. It's kind of funny. Catilda, sure. All right, -5. Pass a turn. Oh, I can Surge Engine too. Okay. Pass a turn. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So Portal should get down next turn. That should be pretty good. Then I get to start getting stuff from the graveyard if I want to. Starts to look decent. Solid curve of Thran Spider, Mightstone, Weakstone. Let's just cast a Surge Engine too. That's cute. I like that. Benefit of having all artifacts in your deck. Opponent probably wants to be able to put down 2 creatures this turn. That's going to make it harder for them. They don't necessarily know that the Portal to Phyrexia is coming, though. Tapped land. Okay, that's big. All right. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, am I one off? Oh, I cannot count. Okay. Yeah, I'm one off. So this is 4 mana to get him up to speed. So I have 8 mana, so I can do both of these. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm passing the turn now. I really thought I was going to be able to cast that portal, but yeah, I did the math wrong in my head. Now they're going to be able to maybe fly over the top of this Catilda. Okay. Seven. Hopefully they can't produce another creature. We do have a reach, which I think we're gonna use here. And then we're gonna pump this up. Now I could just blow up. I could have just blown up the stuff with a blast zone. Maybe that would have been a better play. Not sure. The Sage used my Surge Engine. Okay. No trample here. It's fine. Submit. Alright, now we can resolve this portal. Make them sack all of those. And now we have these blast zones for the future, which will be nice. Pass the turn. They just replay a bunch of 1-drops. We'll sweep it up with the blast zones. 2 drops, okay. What are we going to get back from the yard? We have a Thran Spider and a Surge Engine we can get back. They have a Jukai Naturalist. Generous Visitor, it's a 1-drop. And Borrowed Time. Okay, they're going to hit our portal. They are, okay. Go to my turn. Bankbuster. So, what am I going to do? I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. So I can have Bankbuster for 2, draw it for 2 more, spin the Thran Spider. I think I should spin the Thran Spider first. See what I hit. Degree Silex. Okay. We'll go with that. And the Bankbuster this turn. I think we can just sit on some of these other things. Charge up to Silex. That was a good draw. 8/8, huh? Guess we're blocking. It's not ideal. Something we didn't want them to have. Okay, let's draw with the Bankbuster. Play this portal. Pretty good draw for us there. Play the island. Pass the turn. Potentially tick up this Silex. But yeah. Portal gets it done eventually. GG's. Alright, Surge Engines galore. Let's try it out. See what our opponent's up to. Deserted Beach tapped. Alright, we desperately need to draw land here. We have 26 of them in the deck, I believe, so should be not too bad to find one. Farmhand stuff, okay. We can potentially go over the top of this deck if we do our ramping and all that. Gonna need to hit the land drops and whatnot though, and didn't do it here. So I think we're just gonna cycle this, see if we can draw lands. Looks like we did. This is exactly the land we needed to attack with the Surge Engine too. Alright, another land next turn. Lets us Circuit Mender. There we go. That's attack. Circuit Mender time. This deck have counter spells. I'd be a little surprised. Okay, they were running blue for counter spells. It's not just like blue, white stuff. I don't know. This looks like just like the mono white deck. Just we have a random Deserted Beach tossed in there. All right, Surge Engine 5/4 time. Second Surge Engine. It's lethal next turn, but they don't have anything. Another farmhand, okay. Means they have an Officification, I imagine. Or some way to gain life. They have all these farmhands, but no way to block the Surge Engines. Alright, 5/4 time. Okay, opponent just couldn't block the Surge Engines. Alright, I guess. That's a lot of Surge Engines in your deck that can just kill your opponent sometimes. GG's. Alrighty, turn 3 Spider on the play. Probably good enough. Spider into Mightstone and Weakstone. Turn 3, turn 4, not bad. Ooh, we get a Filigree Silex too. Maybe your opponent's doing a little soldiering and this Filigree Silex will help out. Bank Buster, okay. We'll counter here. Grand Spider. Pass the turn. What is my opponent doing? We have a Seachrome Coast, so is this really just control? I'd find that odd. You can use this to draw off their Bank Buster. But I think we're gonna plan on killing the Bank Buster next turn. Just right now. We're gonna draw their card off of it, but it taps them out of mana if they want to do that now. Okay. Attack. Yeah, let's try to Mightstone and Weakstone. Have a counter spell for me? They do, okay. The Power Stone did give them the ability to draw and use that. Okay, that's good for them. Another Bank Buster. Oh, they're really going to have the ability to use this Power Stone a bunch of times with this Bank Buster. Okay, so if I play this, the next turn I have 5 mana, 6, 7. Not quite all I need. But I guess, I don't know. Not too bad to just have it. Alright, Grand Spider. Pass a turn. Unfortunately, these blast zones can't kill these wedding announcement tokens, but eventually we can get one up to 3 to kill the wedding announcement. Opponent's looking for land, maybe. Looks like they did find it. The removal for Karn. If they attack here, I don't think I'm gonna block because that signals Igonjo. Don't really want to just play into that. Okay, and they're just gonna pass, make a token, sure thing, go to my turn. Oh, how about that? Just also cast this portal. But Leveler gets a cast trigger. Kill this Bank Buster. You're gonna bounce the Bank Buster. Okay, that's fine. Attack with both. Taking or blocking the 8/8. Passing the turn. Alright, do they have a sweeper? Playing Wedding Announcement, so I don't know if they're playing sweepers or not. Ossification for the Leveler? For the Leveler, okay. Replays Bank Buster, okay. That's fine. And draws right now. Okay, Wedding Announcement. It's going to my turn. Add some mana. I think we're just going to Portal right now. I mean, no way they have Spell Pierce. Okay. Oh, it's going to sacrifice some creatures. Even if you crew up the Bank Buster, doesn't matter. Alright, he hit you to 3. What do you have against hitting you to 3? Just trying with the Bank Buster, trying to find something, looks like. No more creature tokens from the Wedding Announcement. They cannot find anything. GG's. Okay, sorry, I didn't start that recording that early, but already. Bank Buster on turn 2 and a bunch of levelers. See if it's going to be good enough. Probably too greedy of a keep, but, you know, we'll see how it works out. Evolve Sleeper, okay, that could be worse. That's a turn. The only thing we could draw here that I would cast is a Skull Bomb, and I don't think that I really need to cast at this turn, since next turn I'll have the mana to do that if I want. Alright, go ahead and draw. Might have prevented our opponent from casting something with the double blue up. Alright, Filgrease Silex. That's not bad. Means we can start ticking it up. Eventually kill this Evolve Sleeper. Next turn. Also draw their Bank Buster. We tapped a 2 blue though. That was stupid. Okay. Invoke Despair here is GG. Okay, they're just sending in with the dudes. Ship, Knucklehead's coming in. Gonna draw, that's fine. I draw the Bank Buster. Pick up on the Silex. Play Blast Zone. And the Circuit Mender. Gain just a teeny bit of life. I think I'll just blow this up now. So that way they can't draw with the Sleeper next turn. So next turn, I'll have 6 mana. And then the treasure will give me up to 7 mana. Non-token creature. So I can sacrifice the Bank Buster here if I want. By drawing a card and then crewing it. Lets me block with a Circuit Mender next turn. Could also just block with the 1/1 next turn. Okay. That's fine. Another Circuit Mender, okay. Duress. Okay. Ironically, nothing for them to take. Does mean they have the way cleared for an Invoke Despair, though. Blitzed Underdog. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and draw. Portal, that's fine. Got a block. Yep, they get to go ahead and draw. The Underdog's gonna be good here for a few turns. Alright, Circuit Mender. Gain some life. Play a Mycosynth Gardens. Pass a turn. You can copy the Circuit Mender if I need to. Opponent just has so many draws in their deck to kill me, though. Okay, gonna copy this here. Sacrifice this Circuit Mender. Draw a card. Sheldred, okay. Draw another card. Opponent's definitely putting me to the test here. So if I... Yeah, still don't have enough mana. Yeah, if I could have Leveler this turn, would that have kept me alive? Killed this? Nah, it would not have even kept me alive. Just let him know what I had, I guess. GG's. Alrighty, need to hit some lands, but anytime I can go first with this deck, I'm gonna try it. We got Surge Engine on 2, Thran Spider on 3. Hopeful Initiate, okay. Well, I'll look to block. Especially since that can destroy artifacts down the line. They have just a laydown arms here. Okay. I'll trade here if you're about it. Sure thing. Another Surge Engine. Unfortunate where we're at. We'd love to have Thran Spider that turn and then Might Stone Weakstone the next turn, but it doesn't look like that's in the cards for us. Green mana. Better Copper Coat Vanguard. I'm gonna attack again. I'll do this Song and Dance again. Okay. Just have to draw a card here. Hopefully hit a land drop. There we go. That's something. Pass the turn. Intrepid Adversary. It's a 5/1. Sheesh. 4 3s. I'll block it though. Alright, Thran Spider. Can threaten to block the adversary. As long as they don't have anything that gives like a +1/+1 or anything to the adversary. Seiju. Gross. So I do have enough to pay the ward. So yeah, that's what I'll do. -5, -5. Yes, I'm sure. Auto pay. Get a Bank Buster down. Next turn, I can Circuit Mender and Thran Spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could potentially Portal, maybe even. We'll see. Big creatures coming in. Okay, no Portal now. Guess it's gonna be Circuit Mender and Thran Spider. Pass the turn. Gonna attempt to block. It's the last card. Hopefully not Brutal Cathar. You're gonna jam with both. No attacks. Knight Errant of Eos. Okay. See what they find here. What they find can be a good protection against this portal, potentially. Alright, can you go ahead and draw? Go to my turn. Alright, time for this portal. Sacrifice 3 of those creatures and GG's. Pulled away. Interesting build from our opponent, but give us enough time and we got there. All right, GG's, let's hit the wrap up. Alrighty, we've hit the wrap up here with Karn, Legacy Reforged in March of the Machine, the Aftermath Standard. And I think that this deck proves that there's a deck that you can just play all artifacts in Standard. You can do it. This deck is good enough. I like Karn Legacy Reforged. You can win around half your games in Standard, probably tier 2, tier 3 Standard deck. It's not it's not up there with the pillars of the format, but it's definitely a deck you can spin up and play. And if you're fine staying about the same rank you were at, you can have a lot of fun doing it. You're gonna get run over some games. Your opponent is gonna just like mono red you out of the game again sometimes. So it's how the cookie crumbles. But other times you're gonna have a really fun interactive game. You're gonna Surge Engine on 2 or Silex on 2, then Thran Spider on 3, then Mightstone and Weakstone on 4. Go from there. So pretty cool deck. I like the Karn Legacy Reforged. It's really good if you just like play it on turn 5 or turn 6, and the next turn you play Levelers. So like let's say you have turn 3 you Thran Spider. So now you have so on that turn you have 3 lands and the Power Stone. The next turn you untap. You have 4 land. You play a 4th land. You have the Power Stone. You play the Mightstone and Weakstone. Then the next turn you untap turn 5. You have 5 lands. You have the Power Stone that's 6 mana. You have the Mightstone and Weakstone that's 8 mana. So now you can cast your Leveler, or you can cast like your Karn and your Circuit Mender or whatever on turn 5. And then the next turn, you can have your Karn already out, and then you can play one of your big spells, and now it's at 8 or 9/9. So it's really turn 6. It's a huge Karn, gives you tons and tons of mana. You can also do this curve without the Mightstone and Weakstone. So you could just have the Surge Engine on 2, Thran Spider on 3. On 4 you play Karn Legacy Reforged with the Power Stone from the Thran Spider, and then on turn 5 you have the Surge Engine, Thran Spider, Power Stone, and Karn. So that's 4 extra mana. You play your land, and now you have 9 mana. You can go ahead and cast the portal, and then you can attack with the Karn. So there are ways that Karn really ramps and is really effective in this deck. That does require everything to live. If there were other artifacts, I think that would create a Power Stone. Like if there was a 2 mana, really good creature, sort of like Thran Spider, that you could create a Power Stone, I think you would be in real business. I think that would super turbocharge this archetype, but that's not really the case. So there's not that many ways you can get a bunch of artifacts onto the battlefield to really power up Karn. But if that does happen, if there's a way where you can just incidentally have good ramp or artifacts that get thrown in this format later on, Karn can really get super powerful, because you played on turn 4 and you untap and you have oodles of mana consistently. Well, that's how Karn becomes a real format player. Not there yet, certainly, but that's sort of the blueprint for Karn if it gets some support in future sets. But yeah, super cool deck here. Excited to play. It was fun to play. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. And as always, until next time, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.